Today we're breaking in Dad's new Ducati Scrambler on our way up to Henshaw Lake. Stick around for a little ride review in the middle. Hi guys, so I just wanted to bring you guys along for our break-in maiden voyage of my dad's Ducati Scrambler. He's been really trying to find the right bike for him for quite a while. He's been through three now. This is the third bike. He had the Kawasaki Versys 300, and then he had the TW200, and it was almost there, but he just couldn't deal with the quality of the bike. He wanted something a little nicer. So he's got this Ducati Scrambler. We love it so far. You guys are going to be really impressed with what this bike can do. Give it a chance and stick around. I'll be doing a little bit of riding on it here later on some double tracks. So stick with us and enjoy. get to try out this is 2021, right? 2021 Ducati Scrambler. We're going to take it just a simple dirt road, nothing crazy. I'm just going to go down here, play around a little bit, and come right back. But I wanted to give you guys an idea of what it's like on the cockpit. It's a cool looking bike. It's got some really neat electronics, but yet simple. It's got a little bit of electronics, but it's simple. It's pretty cool. And I'll tell you, the quality on all the finish, on all the switches, all that stuff, all the controls are just top notch. I mean, they're really nice. That's one thing where the Italians definitely win over most of the bikes that I've been on. It's got some pretty nice suspension. You know, it's pretty compliant for a pretty much street bike. You know, it's got enough to do the job. So let's go. We'll give it a little test run and see what we think. Oh yeah, you can definitely tell it's got some horsepower. Let's see what we get. So right off the bat, I noticed the bike handled really, really good. It had a great feel to it. The tires are, believe it or not, are pretty confidence inspiring. Even over these little washboards, the suspension does great. It doesn't really cause you any trouble. It's not slipping and sliding around like they do sometimes when the suspension's too stiff. It's a really good little bike. I was surprised. Up here in a little bit, I will take it up through some double track, and I think you'll see you could cruise right through this stuff. It didn't have any trouble at all. There was one bump that I hit that was pretty good size. You can kind of hear it clack just a little bit. It did use all the suspension, and I think if it was mine, I would probably go to a slightly heavier oil viscosity in the forks, and that would probably be all it would need to do just about anything you want, really. I mean, you know, you're not going to do full-on single track on a bike like this, but it's going to be capable of most things that anyone would ever want to do on a mild adventure bike. So just keep watching and you'll see a little bit here, and then we'll have a little bit of chat at the end. Pardon my microphone. I was having all kinds of micro troubles today. So hopefully we'll get it sorted out in the next one. Thank you. It's not my bike, so I don't want to go too far on it. Not bad, dude. I gotta say, it's a pretty cool little bike. I mean, it bombs around in this stuff pretty good. I might have to go and do a full review on this thing for you guys, but I just thought you'd like to take a look at what you get from a Ducati Scrambler. And I think it's quite a good little bike. I mean, it's not super expensive. If you're looking for an inexpensive adventure bike, this thing will do most anything. I mean, aside from crazy trails, but I doubt you're going to be buying something like this for that anyway. I like it. I give it a thumbs up. Okay, there we go. Got to learn the controls or do the key. Okay. Yeah, I'm thoroughly impressed. It did the trail real good. I mean, I gotta say, you could do any fire road you could ever want to do, and even more than that. Because I went and did a little bit of double track up here, and it would do that all day long. Kind of like that little side trail right there. Yeah, you got some undulating roads. I mean, there was some upty-downties and stuff, and no problem at all, man. It really does good. I'm thoroughly impressed. I mean, it's just about even with the smaller wheels, something with the tires have pretty good grip, and that come with it. I don't see any reason to get knobbies on it right away. You know, I don't think you need to. It actually tracks just fine, because that's pretty slippery stuff, because I've been on that trail before on this bike. And it's a great little bike, man. If you're looking for a light adventure bike, I think it weighs under 400 pounds wet. And you want something that can get on the highway and do a really good job on the highway and still do some light trails, this is your bike right here. First thing I'd do, put a little skid plate on it. And for me, I'd put exhaust, but I think we're planning on that anyway, right? Maybe eventually. All right, well, anyway, thanks for checking it out, guys. We're heading home. We got about 35, 40 minutes to get home, so it's just a bunch of highway. So you guys have a good one. Thanks for watching.
I'm walking around in the circle of life, doing the things I know, walking the same ways 100 times with the same soul. But do you ever try to path on the right side, put it up in your mind? But do you ever try to path on the left side?